In the top stories, student loans with Development Bank now covered under government's Graduate Finance Project. Antigua and Barbuda government announces major progress towards sale of abandoned superyacht, and Taiwan expands adoption rights for same-sex couples. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Friday, the 19th of May, 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis with existing student loans with the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis are being added to the government's Graduate Finance Project and will now see the interest rates of their loans reduced to 5% per year. That's according to Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, during his press conference with cabinet ministers on Thursday.
I want to announce today that come June 1st, existing student loans in the Development Bank will now be reduced to 5%. I think when we made the first announcement, I said we are going to come back and announce something else. And so students who are presently paying at 9%, from the 1st of June, you are encouraged to go to the Development Bank and have your interest reduced from 9% down to 5%.
The Graduate Finance Project, which was launched on April 6, initially saw the interest rate on new student loans only attained through the Development Bank reduced to 5% per annum. Prime Minister Drew said the reduction in the interest rate will greatly benefit the graduates and afford them the opportunity to live and plan for better lives.
This will give students space to buy a home, invest in a business, so that they can get out of their parents' home. Many of them come back from study, and because of the high interest on loans and the interest they accumulated during the studies, they have to stay home until they're 40 plus. And so we want that when students go to study, they can quickly transition into independent living. After all, what you went to study for is to advance your life. We understand that.
The Graduate Finance Project also provides a grace period for 4.25 years with a 15-year repayment term. It includes $15,000 credit to service the student loan during that period, which eliminates the payment of interest for 4 years and 3 months.
Which means that if you go to Development Bank and take a loan, your parents don't have to pay any interest for you while you are studying. And as a result of that, it gives your family space. And when you come back, that interest will not accumulate. Before, that interest used to accumulate up to $15,000. Even before you start paying back your student loan, you had to clear that interest that you accumulated while you're studying if your parents were not in a position to cover it for you, or you were not in a position to cover it. So that is a big relief. And also having 5% interest loan means that you'll pay less monthly. And we have estimated that students will save about $100,000, up to $100,000 during the course of the loan repayment.
That was Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. The Bastyr High School celebrates its 55th anniversary with an anniversary gala slated for the 1st of July at the St. Kitts Marriott Ballroom. More in this report.
The Bastyr High School celebrates its 55th anniversary this year with a slew of activities, the most noted an anniversary gala on July 1st at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort Ballroom. Principal of the Bastyr High School, Damon Bacchus, spoke to the events held so far and the upcoming anniversary dinner.
Well, we would have had a number of celebrations throughout the year. We're culminating with the 55th anniversary gala that will take place at the Marriott on the 1st of July. And so we're looking forward to a grand occasion where a number of past principals and teachers would be in attendance.
Chairperson of the Bastyr High School 55th Anniversary Committee, Jennifer Williams, gave more details about the anniversary gala.
You'll expect a night of pomp and splendor. It's the first time we've decided to do anything on such a grand scale at the Bastyr High School, but we've been always known for our excellent performances and our splendor. And so we decided to have this gala event. It's on the 1st of July. Tickets are $250, and I find it quite cheap. When I go and sell tickets and so forth, persons are shocked that it is so cheap because they want to know how come you are such a person, but you realize we can't kill the cow. We have to work with people's pocket presently, so it's just a mere $250, and you can have a table which seats 10 for a mere $2,250. You have an entire $250 reduced cost. So I'm encouraging all persons here and abroad to come. When you come for music festival, bring your suit, bring your ball gown, bring your dancing shoes, because you will be expected to party with the birthdays of champions on the 1st of July.
Meanwhile, both Ms. Williams and Mr. Bacchus spoke to the importance of Bastia High School to the development of education in St. Kitts and Nevis.
A lot of persons have passed through Bastia High School. The present Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister, the Minister of Public Works, Conway Maynard, they've all passed through Bastia High School. The Prime Minister taught at Bastia High School. The Minister of Tourism, Marcia Henderson, taught at Bastia High School as well. So we expect a grand show and full support from our ministerial officials.
So Bastia High School is not only known for its academics, we have produced a number of sporting icons as well. Kim Collins would have passed through the halls of Bastia High School, and we have a number of outstanding cricketers. The current coach for the West Indies under-17 team, he would have passed through the Bastia High School as well. And so we're not just known for our academics, we produce well-rounded students and persons who can function within our society. And so 55 years of producing students to give back to St. Kitts and Nevis and to the wider community, I think is no small achievement.
Tickets for the 55th anniversary gala can be purchased at the school.
This year's 40th Independence Anniversary will be celebrated under the theme Growing Sustainably, Developing Maturely, Building Resiliency, Independence 40. The theme was chosen from over 400 entries and was submitted by Reverend Damien E. Hughes of Challengers Village. The announcement was made by Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew during a press conference with cabinet ministers on Thursday at the NEMA conference room. Prime Minister Drew congratulated Mr. Hughes on his win. In an interview with the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, Mr. Hughes expressed gratitude that his entry was selected as this year's winning theme. He said, quote, "I feel humbled and grateful to God that the message that I have tried to communicate via the theme will be given a national platform to serve as another impetus for us to truly pursue what our independence fathers and mothers envisaged for us as a nation when they began this journey more than 40 years ago." End quote. As the nation approaches 40 years of independence, Mr. Hughes encouraged citizens and residents to work collectively to advance St. Kitts and Nevis. As is customary, Reverend Hughes will be recognized by Cabinet and will be issued with official invitations to all major independence events over which the government has control. His winning theme will also be incorporated into all communications and events surrounding the independence celebrations. Moving now to news on the regional scene. Antigua and Barbuda's government has moved one step closer to its sale of the Alpha Nero superyacht. The update comes from Port Manager Darwin Telemack, who says the effort is continuing in earnest. ABS's Ursel Charles Jr. reports.
This country's most recent deliberations with the United States Office of Foreign Assets Control, or OFAC, have been promising. This means another step has been taken to sell the Alpha Nero superyacht. So says Antigua Barbuda's Port Manager Darwin Telemack. Antigua Barbuda's government had been seeking to absolve itself of sanctions-related liabilities associated with the vessel and have them passed on to the new owner following the sale.
Yesterday we got word that the U.S. government has also decided to broaden what they are prepared to do to assist the owners in not having to go through some of the rigors of getting the issues of the liability themselves. They're going to absolve it through what we are doing. So we're applying to them for removal of sanctions, and they're now saying, okay, we will not only do that, but we will include the removal of the liability from the new owners as well with that initial application that you're making.
Telemac reveals what this now means.
When the owner gets it, they don't have to do any such applications. It's all done and they can go with it. So that makes it even more exciting. Hopefully the bid can go up because of that and we can get a little bit more money. We are hoping that that happens within the next couple of weeks or maybe days. I would say it's imminent.
And as for potential bidders and when the green light will be given,
OFAC has everything they want from us. What we want from them now is the license to say go. They gave us yesterday a list of names that they approved to be part of the bidding process. We may get a few more in the next few days, but I can tell you once we get the license, the PM is ready to indicate to me and the group to go ahead, press the button. We will be auctioning that vessel. The highest bidder gets it, and we will receive a check that will be given to the Accountant General, who will then ensure that Antigua has some funds from this process.
the port manager has credited Antigua Barbuda's ambassador to the United States and the OAS, Ambassador Ronald Saunders, this country's permanent representative to the International Maritime Organization, Ambassador Dwight Gardner, the team from the Attorney General's office, and Prime Minister Gaston Brown for their support to expedite the sale. For ABS News, I am Ursula Charles Jr.
Internationally, another step towards equality for the LGBTQ community in Taiwan. 4 years after the legalization of same-sex marriage, the Taiwanese parliament has amended a law now allowing couples to adopt regardless of their sexual orientation. More in this report.
It was news they had been waiting for years.
I clicked the links. It shows that the gay couple can adoption the kids. So he's sleeping. I just run to our room and just wake up. We go to we can the adoption kids.
Yeah, that was kind of like a dream to us. The universe sent you this message, but actually not universe, it's our parliament. And the oldest civil society organization, LGBT rights organization, gay-friendly parliament members.
Taiwan's progressive choice is a first in Asia, and 7 out of 10 voters here support the move.
One of my kids is a part of the community, so basically for me I have a very normal attitude towards this. The most important thing is that they are happy with their partner.
I personally believe as long as both parties are financially stable, they should be able to adopt.
Some elderly people respect LGBTQ rights, but only as long as their own family isn't concerned.
Same-sex marriage, a transgender government minister, and now adoption rights. Taiwan is years ahead of its regional neighbors when it comes to LGBTQ rights.
Compared to a lot of Asian countries, Taiwan is more liberal and democratic, and on the basis of democracy, Taiwanese people are given the opportunities to have more open conversations on various topics. People can be more true to themselves, and this phenomenon doesn't happen only to LGBTQ, but also to Taiwanese in general.
For Taiwanese rights groups, the long road to equality continues. The next battle is to legalize fertility treatments for lesbian couples.
And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy. The temperature for today is 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are a moderate breeze of 13 miles per hour from the east. Seas are moderate with waves of 3 to 5 feet. The weather forecast in St. Kitts and Nevis today will be partly sunny with a 40% or moderate chance of showers. Tonight will be partly cloudy with a 30% or low chance of showers. Sunset today will be at 6:37 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 5:38 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Davis.